This is Power Can, and in my opinion, it's the best salad in Zhongshan. It's actually really healthy and really good. And they always, a new trend I see in all the restaurants here in town is they're all starting to play Victoria's Secret fashion shows. Even like outside as you're waiting to get into a restaurant, they'll have a TV out there with girls running around in their underwear. It's a new trend in China. Today is May Day, or Labor Day in China. So it's a beautiful, warm day, and everyone's out and about. Most businesses are closed, and so I'm going to go hiking at Jinzhong Reservoir. Jinzhong Reservoir is an incredibly popular place, especially on the weekends. It's packed with people. During the weekdays, though, it's quite pleasant. There's not too many people, and it's about a 10-kilometer run all the way around the lake. When we get there, you'll see just how busy it is. It's gonna blow you away. It being a national holiday, there's going to be a ton of people there. So I'll start off, but one of the places I want to get to is on a dirt trail about halfway down the main road. And very few people here in Zhongshan actually like to hike on the dirt trails, it seems. So we'll see how busy it is, but this is my first time exploring this particular trail. A friend of mine recommended it to me. On the village, you can see everyone is parked off to the side of the road. That means that there is no parking left in the parking lot. This is normally a very sleepy village. You got all the vendors that rent bicycles. It's very popular. And normally when I come here, it's completely empty. But as you can see, it's packed with people today. This is insane. I've said it many times before, I'll say it again. The parks in China are beautiful, regardless if there's a lot of people or not. That was the entrance to the trailhead. Everyone just kind of hangs around, busy day, getting some water, getting some rest. A lot of guys smoking. But you go maybe about 100 meters down the trail and it's peaceful and quiet, even on a May Day. The thing about China, especially southern China, most of the trails, they're all concrete. And check this out. And there'll be occasional places where it's broken up and it's dirt. But man, I miss dirt trails. Why do you like dirt trails? It's easier on the knees, it's easier on the ankles, good for barefoot running. I really miss that about back home. Alright, so I'm about half a click from the trailhead now. Headed up this valley. I'm pretty much all by myself. And even on a holiday, seems like most people don't want to get a little dirty. I can imagine on a regular Tuesday or Wednesday, I'd really have this entire place to myself. The trail starts at the reservoir, and it's a steady climb, and it just follows this little stream up a canyon towards Wuguishan. I believe it's Wuguishan. Actually, no, it's a different mountain. Wuguishan's on the other side. I'll do that some other time. I can't remember the name of it now. But it's a slightly elevated trail along the ridge. And I can see the little river down there, and occasionally you'll see some, you know, some kids wading in it or something like that. It's pretty peaceful, pretty pleasant. They say don't go to the parks on holidays and because there's just too many people. Well, if you want to go and see the people and do people watching, the parks are a great place to be on a holiday. But if you want to get away from people, you've got to hike into the mountains a little bit. People often ask me, Paul, is it safe to hike in the mountains in China? In many ways, I feel much safer hiking in these mountains than I would in the mountains above LA. Yeah, there's lots of creepy crawlies and snakes and spiders, and of course it's mosquito season, so you're covered in mosquito repellent. But I don't fear for, you know, big mountain lions attacking me or shit like that. You know, so, things are good. Oh, I've come to a fork in the road. Which one do I take? We'll go this one. Hello. Shit. I've come to another fork. Of course, I don't have a map. But I think I want to try my hand with the dirt. Because this way it's just concrete. Something yeah, this is what I came for. It's very rural. It's just a dirt path. I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea where I am. And there's no service on my cell phone. But I'm all by myself, as you can see. That's the trail. It's well marked. I haven't come across any other forks, so no need to mark my path yet, but I live for this. This is so much fun. You gotta be careful not to brush up against the trees and the bushes as much as you can. A lot of spiders, a lot of mosquitoes. It's that time of year. Gotta watch out for snakes. Just in general, be careful. They're in the trees, they're in the bushes, they're hiding in the leaves. So you gotta really watch where you're going, not get complacent, because if you get hurt out here, there's no way to contact anybody. It might sound crazy, but that's what I love about it. The Chinese will tell you this is dangerous, not to go walking into the woods like this. And it's not the danger that is the intrigue, it's the unknown. Look at that. I'm gonna have to climb that. Someone put a rope here, so it's easier to climb up with the rope. Up here you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but the city way out there. This is the best part of China. The cities are great, but the nature is phenomenal. You look out there, and there's some moisture clouds coming through the valley. It's just lush and green. There's streams, and every now and then you come across a little Buddhist shrine or temple. Remind you of where you're at. I've had a lot of fun. Whoa! I'm really tired. It's a nice little run, nice little hike. But now it's time to head back to the main reservoir area. There's a snake. You talk to some of my Chinese friends, they say, yeah, don't go to the parks, too many people, they don't like to be around crowds, but I think people like to be around people. It's nice to be out and see your neighbors. As much of a quiet guy as I am, I can appreciate that. I don't think this is anything significant. It's just kind of built. It's kind of a watchtower, so you can look out onto the reservoir there. popular place for pictures. A lot of spiders in there. Jinzhong is one of the main reservoirs for Zhongshan. There's actually another one, one that's like 3 or 4 times bigger than this on the other side of town.